Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Papa Duck. About to show y'all a video. Pay close attention, because this is exactly why things are the way they are. And this is why people participate without even asking questions. Check this out.
Video from rural India. A large bonfire lit for a traditional event. And then, a man who herds goats begins to walk his flock around the fire. Once, twice, thrice. And then, he steps away. But the goats keep going. Round and round they go. No leader, no destination. Just movement for the sake of movement. Blindly following the one ahead. And suddenly, it's not just a circle. It's a cycle. A vicious, self-perpetuating loop. It reminded me of what we often see around us. In religion, in politics, in society. So many follow without question, without clarity, without understanding the true intent of the one they're following. Not because they believe, but because they're conditioned. Because stepping out of the circle takes courage. The fire in the middle may be real or imagined, but the fear, the motion, the blind, it's all too real. Ask yourself, are you thinking or are you following? Are you chasing purpose or are you circling the flame? If this made you pause, subscribe, share it to someone who needs to hear this.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck back with another very informative video. This video is brought to you by Ubuntu Apparel.com. Make sure you go to the website, show love, man. That's how y'all can help me with this journey. Also, if you're on YouTube, go right below, click the link, grab a shirt, grab a sweater, man. Show your appreciation, man. I just want to say thanks in advance. And to all my monthly subscribers, my monthly members, man, thank y'all so much. To me, that's the government, the lawmakers, the people that tell us we have to vote or we have to abide by this and we have to do that. And these people that create these things are nowhere in sight. So once they teach us what it is, they show us what it is, they create that belief system and that cycle, then they just wither away and go, go wherever the fuck they go. So we go to work for a boss we never met. We're doing things that harm other people because they say it's our job. Meaning, you will go to work as a doctor and you will prescribe medicine you know that's not going to help people because that's your job. As a law enforcement officer, you will go to somebody's house and pull them out of their house. You will pull a man out of his house, knowing he was just trying to protect his family because of a fucking job. What I'm saying is this. That video I just showed y'all is so powerful because it shows you hurting. I talk about hurting a lot. If you go to church because your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, or even your girlfriend says to go to church is the right thing to do, that makes you a humble person, and you don't want to go, but you go because of them, you're hurting. You're appeasing the herd. So when you appease the herd, you forfeit your personal beliefs about something. That's powerful. You're following what other people say do because you want to stay in good faith with them. You want to stay, in good standing with them. But that's not what you want to do. People do this shit every day. Every fucking day they do this. And people will participate and wear clothes and do this and don't do that. Socialism. Society tells you what you should and shouldn't do based off what the herd is doing. That's why I started thinking outside the box. I started appreciating people who think outside the box. Those people are living a life. Everybody else is just following the motherfucking script. And this is very important. Imagine your children. We talked about this the other night, right? You can teach your child some things, but when that child goes off to school, that school, the teachers, even his classmates have more influence on that child than you do at home. And the only time you're going to realize this is when your child starts doing something that you didn't teach them. Where did they get this shit from? And I know a lot of people going to say it starts at home. I get all that. I do. But you also got to realize, dog, the influence that the world have on all of us is in a way where we don't even think we're being influenced. You see what I'm saying? Like, people don't think that the world is teaching us to act a certain way, behave a certain way. The world teach you not to trust white people. Then white people will do shit that say, okay, don't trust us. The world will teach you not to trust black people. Then you'll see black people do shit to say, well, we can't trust you. The thing, what I'm telling you is this. The world sets the template for us to have a behavior that they want us to have. So we prejudge based off what the world says. And when you see any example of that, it's over. You locked in box. You're going to run with that narrative, even though it was already like preset in your mind that, nah, I shouldn't do that. Nah, I shouldn't do this. Why? Because the world said so. The world say go get a job, have a safety net. The world don't tell you to get a business. Because if you get a business, you can put yourself in a position where you can make more money to the point you don't need a fucking job. Everybody that has a job, and I'm talking not everybody, but majority. We talking over 90% of people that have a job. When you exchange your time for money, you will never get rich. That is I'm gonna do a video about that, how they strategically sought and crafted out the hours we should have to work. We should have to do this and do that. And it makes it where we're so exhausted to where we can't get out of that rut because you're constantly going to your job. And when you say how many hours in a day how many hours there is in a day, ask a person that, you know, they're gonna say 24 hours. That's a lie. There's only 12 hours in a day, 12 hours in a night. But if they told you that it was 12 hours in a day and got you working 10 of them motherfuckers, subconsciously you'll be like, that shit don't make sense. You're working more of those hours than not. So when they say 24 hours, it don't seem that bad. Man, you working 10 out of 12 hours, man. But that's how you control people from a verbal or symbolic way. You can control people through symbolisms, through words. Like I say, 24 hours. You think it's 24 hours. Ask the average person, they're gonna say 24 hours. No, bro, you got 12 hours in the day, you got 12 hours in the night. So this is how you can start hacking that shit, bro. You have to unlearn and relearn. Everything they taught you, reverse it. Because everything that was taught to you was to control you. And that's why I say, man, be a free spirit thinker. Because the way the brain works, it's amazing. And that's what they want to control. Even when you're dealing with a narcissist, bro, you got to understand, these people create emotional trauma to where they would love bomb you, reward you, and then they'll also hurt you. But the crazy part of that and how it tricks the mind is that the very thing that makes the mind feel good when you're hurt is the very thing that makes the mind feel bad when it feels good. If you get what I'm saying. So basically what I'm saying is this. You feel good, then they hurt you. Then the very thing that helped with that hurt is to feel good again. So that you need that feel good feeling to come back around, which is create the loop. Everything is a system. That's why you saw that loop. So if you making me feel good, get me out of making me feel bad, it loops until they make you feel bad again. Then it loops. Then that make you feel good to get you out of that bad. So you create this emotional roller coaster to where both things need each other to be aligned in order for you to stay sane. And it compromises the way you see love or the way you see hurt. And this is like psychological trauma, if I'm explaining it to you right. You know, I may be, but get what I'm saying. The very thing that gets you over your hurt is the very thing that they love bomb you with. And then they'll bring you back down until they love bomb you ass again. Like I said, it creates this emotional roller coaster, which is emotional trauma, basically. So you have to understand, these people understand how our brain works. Cognitive dissonance. They understand it. They show you something more than, like they say, you see something more than 7 times, you will buy it. Anybody who know anything about marketing, they know this. They understand the way your brain works. You don't. They use color psychology. Disney use smell pipes throughout the whole park, where they got these chemicals to where it makes you hungry. Go look this shit up. You ain't got to take what I say. Go look it up. Disney have pipes to where they alter your smell and it makes you hungry. These people control us in ways we don't motherfucking understand. That's why I told y'all, silent weapons for quiet wars. They told you what a war was. We think wars are shooting and killing and shooting at each other. No. You fighting wars and all type. Yo, sending your son to school is fighting a war. Because we sending our children to school to be with strangers, to be programmed to basically be in an animal state. And when you become in what they call an animal state, you're now able to be controlled. It's crazy, bro. The fucked up foods, everything. So what I'm telling y'all is this, man. These people have took every fucking thing around us, used it to put us in the condition we're in. So when you ask what can we do, we can't do nothing until you understand what is going on. You can't put a soldier on the front line to fight a war that he don't even know fucking war exists. People go to work every day, they happy, they don't know, they just don't know, they don't even know a war exists. You think this bullshit World War III war they talking about is a war? Man, you been fighting a war since day one. Since you was born, you've been fighting a war. But like I say, they control what you think. So when you're not thinking that you're fighting a war, you're them the best soldiers. The best soldiers are soldiers that don't even fucking know they're in a war. You're gonna lose every time. Every time. Listen, man, it's your boy Papa Duck, man. I just want to drop that on y'all right quick. Like I say, man, these things are very, very important, man. You get what I'm saying? And once I understood that these people are controlling us in every aspect of your life. I mean, every aspect. School, jobs, food, television, socially. Everything around you is being manipulated to control your life. So this war we're fighting is more complex than anything. Because they don't physically kill us. They mentally kill us. I told y'all this is a mental war. If they get you here, they can walk off without worrying about you shooting them. They can walk off and not worry about you not going to that job or not participating in whatever the fuck they want you to do. Because they get you here. Understand? Here. Okay? Put your comments on the bottom of this video, man. Like I tell y'all all the time, man, this is a community where we learn from each other. And share the video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all start put my videos on your page. I don't care, bro. It's not gonna flag y'all page because I don't have it set up like that. Use my videos, put them on your page. Help me push the message. Like, please, I'm begging you. I don't care what you do with it. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I love y'all. Like I say, man, just understand, man, that you're not alone. That's one thing I want y'all to understand. You're not by yourself. You're not crazy. You're not delusional. If you have any type of interest in what's going on for curiosity, then you're on your way. Like I tell y'all all the time, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Love y'all. Get with y'all on the next one.